has been the Bengals, but they really didn't win. So
No, they didn't win. Five biggest games this week. I think Tennessee, Denver, because of one of the five biggest games is the Cam Ward show, plus a lot of hype coming in on Denver. Year two with Bo Nix, they got the playoffs last year. It's a big spread there, 8.5 points. Tennessee's offensive line totally healthy, possibly may get cornerback L'Jarius Sneed back as well. Every time that I pick Tennessee when they're a big underdog like this, I usually get smoked as far as like taking the points.
yeah.
But again, I'm going to do this again. I think Denver will win this game, but Tennessee will probably cover it. And this will be an under game. 20-14, Denver wins late. What's your thoughts on Tennessee at Denver? Could potentially be an upset if the Titans, protect the football and catch a few breaks.
Yeah, so this will be a coming out party for Mr. Cam to step up and try to lead a team, but he needs to do it early. He needs to do it early. He needs to do it fast, and he can't give this Denver team an opportunity. 14 points behind, you got to be 27 points. You don't have the 27 points and beating them, in the third quarter by 10 points.
Dude, man.
Yeah, this team with this guy, with this quarterback back there, and Bo Nix. You cannot have him. You got to be ahead of him. You got to be ahead of him because he's going to be competitive and he's going to keep the Broncos in the game.
Yeah. So what's your prediction, man?
I got Denver winning this game though, don't I? On my sheet. Can you pull up my sheet?
Because you sent me a sheet. Oh, my bad.
Yeah.
That's what you were saying. I thought you did. I didn't get it. No, I didn't get it. I didn't get it, Chief. I'm online. I don't have my apps notes from the Mac, but you said he had Denver win it. I'll take your word for it. Minnesota, Chicago. Minnesota's actually favored in this game, although their left tackle is questionable. Hasn't practiced today. Today's Thursday, and they brought back Adam Thielen. You know that Jordan Addison has been suspended. This is one of the games he's going to be suspended. I'm going to go out on the limb and say the home team is going to upset. They're going to they've actually played Minnesota pretty strong last year under Matt Eberflus. I like what Chicago's doing. I'm actually calling for Chicago to one of their wins is going to be Monday night, Monday night, the Bears 27-23. They beat the Minnesota Vikings, a team that won 14 games last year.
Yeah, so this would be one of the games that Chicago will win, which
Minnesota like Chicago too. Okay.
Minnesota's going to win the second, right? Because they have to play twice.
Oh, right. They'll be in Minnesota next time.
So this will be one that Chicago wins, and it's going to be close. It's going to be a kicking game. They're going to run the ball. It's going to be, they're going to try to make sure they see if they can use the weather to their advantage and on being outside. So they'll keep it close, and I see Chicago getting their first win and just trying to build momentum.
Nice.
So, I hope.
To be real on that one, I'm surprised you picked that one. Now the Lions are playing at Green Bay. They're actually underdogs. I'm surprised because they did sweep Green Bay last year. But we talked about two new coordinators for the Lions. Ragnow, they got a new center. This game's at Green Bay. Looks like Jaden Reed will probably play. Nate Hobbs is probably going to play. And this Dan Graziano, NFL Insider, said he'd be shocked if Michael Parsons didn't play. So he's saying Parsons is going to play in this game. I like the upset here. 31-27, Packers get the home win, set the tone for the season. This is one of their game wins. This is a big win for them. I hate going against Dan Campbell, but this week I do like the Packers. What's your thoughts about that game? Man, is that going to be a good game.
There's not enough cheese in the world to get this team to go up at home and stay.
Well, they're at home.
Yeah, no, to stay at home and be legit with Detroit. I feel like Detroit is upset that they didn't finish strong, and I'm not a big fan of their quarterback in Detroit, but I think he's going to go in there and then he's going to try to set a tone that they had last year and just keep going and flushing some teams out. And Green Bay is one of those teams that they don't have enough depth. They don't have a good quarterback. all they got is a defense, and they're going to be in the game because the defense is going to keep them in there, but they need to score points, and they're not going to have enough talent for that. So Detroit will win this game 31-14.
Wow. Well, that'd be huge for Dan Campbell if they got off to a start like that. Then you would be up by 2 then. All righty then. And, of course, last but not least – no, wait, we got 2 more. I'm sorry. Kansas City will be playing in Brazil tomorrow. And my man here, he's got all them streaming tips there. Kansas City will be playing in Brazil against the Chargers. That was a 3.5-point spread for Kansas City. It's down to 3. Kansas City healthy right now, other than Rashid Rice. That Josh Simmons, and I was really surprised this guy all throughout camp got healthy really quick. Not even on the injury report. I like that. I actually like the Chiefs. A lot of people are going the other way with this. I like the Kansas City Chiefs on this Friday game. It's going to be on YouTube, by the way. What a weird situation that is. Hopefully you won't have to order it. Is that going to be on YouTube for everybody, or is that going to be on YouTube?
It's supposed to be free for YouTube for the first week of the
week. Nice. I'll be driving Uber tomorrow. Between rides, I'll slip in and check out that game. 27-24, I like the Chiefs last-minute field goal to beat the Chargers. Although, I love hardball, but I got to call balls and strikes. I think the Chiefs bounce back and win this game, man.
Yeah, I think they'll get the 31 points. I think the Chargers will cap out at 24. I don't think they have enough firepower.
You like Chiefs to win this?
I like the Chiefs.
Okay, it'll be a good one. Can't wait. And your former Jets.
I'm going with the over on this one.
Going to over? Okay, 27-24, 51. I think we both picked up. I think it's like 47, if I'm not mistaken.
46.5, yeah.
Yeah, so that all I want out of these Brazil games is nobody to get hurt. The field was very slippery last year. Remember, Jordan Love got hurt in this game in Brazil. Look, they said the field was slippery with the paint or something like that.
Yeah, they usually paint it to keep it from falling apart and getting slotty. So.
Yeah, kind of like the Super Bowl a few years ago.
But they play on natural grass, so that's the difference.
Hopefully, the NFL addressed to that this year. These guys are big quality assets here for the NFL. Okay. Buffalo will host Baltimore, the biggest game of the week. Last but not least, Keon Coleman did tweak his groin. The wide receiver for the Bills, he was limited today. Looks like he'll probably play. Ravens probably won't have Isaiah Likely. And this fullback, Patrick Ricard, probably won't play either with the foot issue. I know Lamar's been a little banged up, but Lamar Jackson's not even on the injury report. It's a tough dude. 1.5-point favorite. I think the Bills put it away again. This time, 27-24, similar score to the Chiefs. Bills get the home win and set the tone here. If this were in Baltimore, I may go the other way, but I'm going to stick with Buffalo here to get the win on Sunday Night Football. I finally got that one right. What's your thoughts on that game, rematch of the divisional game last year?
That's right. And I believe that this time Baltimore will come through and will
Baltimore win? Okay.
27-24.
The other way. You're flipping the score. You got Baltimore. I got Buffalo. We'll see.